Что, думали, снова будем сразу на борту Нормандии? Нет, я решил пойти на упреждение. И пока миссия еще не началась, я вам расскажу небольшую историю. Раньше в Mass Effect, во втором как минимум точно, пока у тебя открыто только меню игровое, и если подождать минуту или две, то открывался ролик. Старый, рекламный, но тем не менее он был довольно-таки крутой и пафосный. Сейчас его нет. Почему? Потому что, подозреваю, разработчики ведь типа апскейлили все кат-сцены в HD, а ролик на ютубе не стали апскейлить. Ну, он, конечно, не с ютуба вставлялся, само собой, отдельно, но сэкономили себе время. Буки.
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
I have no idea. Just tell me where she is.
If you insist, but fair warning, watch yourself around Samara. Justicars have a nasty habit of shooting people. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Да, весело. Хотя на самом деле, насколько я знаю, с Самарой можно вести себя максимально грубо, и вроде бы все равно ничего не будет. Но, если ты вел себя с ней во всех диалогах максимально вежливо и почтительно, и при этом не завел ни с кем романа, то, по-моему, вот все-таки только в третьей части, во второй никак, в третьей части от нее можно получить поцелуй. Вот так-то.
Or are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human, do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Ну, спектров как раз-таки никак не связывает закон, а у джустикаров код это все. Вот вообще все.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
Гениально под конец спросить, что ты ее ищешь. Но почему-то эту реплику оставили. Дайте мне уже лояльного Гарруса. Чтоб я помнил эту миссию. Вот реально не помню. А давай со скуки. Да, давно я у Касуми не брал. Так, я ей всегда прокачивал перезарядку, чтобы она этой штукой спамила вообще только в путь. Зараза. А жалко.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective. You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
Так, в том коридоре ни хрена, там полиция, тут ты.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you, too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants. But they killed him, so they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of here.
Опять же, последняя реплика не переведена.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the cred's clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
И убить могут кого угодно, не задумываясь. А по-английски он говорит, что они все хладнокровные убийцы. Вроде и мелочь, но немножко того.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dagny Kerr knew the risks when he took to spacing. Right now, my worry is me. It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the Nosastra spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
I should go.
Сменить оружие можно. Нафига, казалось бы.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to find Samara and get back to my mission, with or without your help.
Sounds important. Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We've got that covered.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our two lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
Это да, собой она действительно хорошо владеет.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident. But her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
Let's remember that next time Shepard sets us up against impossible odds.
That's about twice a day.
Да, забавный диалог.
Most of the time, I'm not being stupid about it. I can't say the same for Anaya's superiors.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
Samara would kill a cop? That doesn't sound very just.
She would die defending an honest cop, but she'd fight an army of dirty cops to the death. I admire her dedication, but her presence is still a big problem. I need her gone before I have to carry out my orders.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
What do I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
You mentioned a crime scene.
A Volus merchant was murdered. It was a professional hit, so we're not dealing with junkies looking for a score. I'm thinking the local Eclipse mercenary band. Can't prove it, but if the Volus was dirty too, maybe it's just a deal gone bad.
What can you tell me about Justicars?
They're a kind of... humans might call them warrior monks. They live by a complex code that compels them to punish the wicked and protect the pure. They've been a part of Asari culture for millennia. I read adventure stories about Justicars when I was a child.
What do you think of Samara herself?
She's been a Justicar longer than 3 of your lifespans. Whoever she was before she swore that oath, that person is dead.
People seem nervous about Samara's presence.
Asari admire Justicars, but we also know that they kill without mercy when they find corruption. And Justicars never leave Asari space. Why is she here? I doubt it's to investigate the murder of some corrupt Volas.
А тут действительно не за этим.
I have to go.
Good luck.
We'd better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
Я вот не помню, в какой-то момент с этим Волосом еще можно было поговорить.
If you want to find the Justicar, get the detective to let you in. Now let me think. How do I get off-world before the mercs come after me like they did my partner?
I should go.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area. I hear you can buy red sand from the Eclipse. Just don't cross them. Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area.
Вот с этого лифта будет основная миссия. Сейчас это небольшая
Anaya told
прогулка.
us to let you through. Watch yourself. There's merc activity back here. We're waiting on backup.
Мистер Такс, это, конечно, да, интересный персонаж. Ах да, у меня же теперь есть патроны. Спасибо, Джек, за это. Не то чтобы я много вообще пользовался оружием, как... Ну, оружием.
Change weapon!
Right away!
Причем они даже не пофиксили до сих пор... Ой. Вот эту тему. То есть патроны нужно вставлять в каждое оружие отдельно. Не нужно при свапе менять.
Taking fire!
Smoking!
Down you go!
Now
to see me.
I'm on it. Down you go.
Опередил. А тут вроде особо без вариантов. А, уже?
Those were my best troops.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
О да, во второй части биотики научились планировать.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Holy hell!
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse Sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
That merc was wounded and helpless. Do you just kill anyone who won't help you?
If my cause is important enough, yes. Are you different?
I've killed enemies, but always with good reason.
I answer to a code that is clearly defined. If my actions are true to that code, I am just. If they are not, I am unjust. I don't pretend it is a simple matter, or that it seems right to everyone. But I sleep well at night, and that is more than most can say. How may I be of service to you?
I'm going up against suicidal odds, and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive. I cornered her here, but the Eclipse Sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
The human is lost here. Can one of you clarify?
I was trying to convince her to leave with you, but Justicar's in their code.
The detective has been ordered to detain me. I can't force her to disobey an order.
And after a day, Samara fights her way out of custody, killing anyone in her way?
I am afraid so.
Да, весело.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that, and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Can you tell me more about Justicars?
We are individuals who have forsworn family, children, and worldly possessions aside from some weapons and armor. We travel Asari space righting wrongs as defined by the ancient code we have each memorized.
И потом она в диалогах сравнит себя со странствующими рыцарями из человеческих историй.
Ilium may be dominated by Asari, but it isn't in Asari space.
My quarry fled to this place. I am sworn to hunt her down, and I will follow anywhere she goes. It is rare for a Justicar to leave Asari space, but I must follow my oath. If I suffer for it, I will accept that.
This Justicar code seems quite strict.
It may seem so to you, but this is my oath. The expedient path may be fast and simple. That does not make it the right path.
A moment ago you refused to give up your investigation, but now you'll swear to follow me?
If I stay, I will be compelled to kill many innocents to escape incarceration.
Like me.
I may be killed, and my quarry would be free to continue murdering. If I come with you and survive your mission, I can resume my investigation. To do that, I need the ship's name to track her to her next hiding place. It is a simple choice.
Slim chance is better than none.
Do you have any leads?
The Volus merchant Pitney IV is tied to this. Eclipse mercs are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
Well, I've got to get back to my station. And I guess I've got to take you with me.
Thank you, Shepard.
А мы сейчас возвращаемся на исходную.
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
You said you didn't know anything about all this. You've got one chance to change that statement.
What do you mean, Earth Clan? Oh dear. Please put that away. I'll be cooperative, I swear.
Tell me everything.
I smuggled a chemical onto Ilium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic. I may have, forgotten to mention that to the Eclipse. So they are perturbed and want to kill me.
It sounds like you're a swindler, and your actions finally caught up with you.
True and true. But I haven't survived as a merchant this long without being able to tell when there's a deal in the making. You want something.
The Eclipse recently smuggled someone off-world. I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in. Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy. Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
Да, вот этот диалог тоже намекает на то, что нас ждет впереди. О, нет, рано. Это, конечно, ни хрена не даст, но тем не менее у них тут свои диалоги.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess. I don't trust that Volus. There's something about him.
Please don't start trouble about my prisoner. Trust me, I'd release her right now if I could. It's a great honor to have a Justicar here, but I could do without the honor of having her kill me.
I'd like to avoid killing you, Detective. Unfortunately, the moment my code dictates I must, I will. There is only the code.
She says this kind of thing like she's talking about what to eat for dinner.
You're not gonna lock her up?
Any attempt to put me in a passive restraint system will be regarded as a hostile action, and I will be forced to attack.
Yeah, that.
Ну да, почти как программа.
Find a way into the Eclipse hideout. Wasea, their leader, must have a record of the ship name. Find a way into the Eclipse hideout. Wasea, their leader, must have a record.
Я понял.
Make activity.
Loki! I've got it! Hand me power.
Ha! I'll tear you apart.
Да, вот в этом и хитрость здесь. Если в этом облике стоять долго, то можно очень быстро отъехать. Ну очень аккуратно, типа арены.
Going dark.
А, у меня еще нету взлома и... Ладно. Ух. Сумминый бородин.
Easy enough. I'll tear you apart.
Да, я обожаю слушать.
Going dark. Going silent.
При этом все эти контейнеры, они, что называется, какие опасные, в тебя швыряют. Ты не можешь этим пользоваться. Единственное, ты можешь отступить, чтобы они проходили через эти облака отравленные. Но это все. Хотя... Ну ладно. Все-таки можно какие-то сэкономить. Где-то дробовик должен валяться. А вот он. Новый дробовик на самом деле. ЛСшный лучше. Вся такая из себя невинная.
Wait, stop! I didn't fire my weapon once. I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot. I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Screw that bastard and screw you.
Какой бы невинной она тут ни казалась, но нам этот волос четко говорил, что они все до хрена убийцы, и что каждая, чтобы получить униформу, должна как минимум одного человека наубить. И если мы ее все-таки поверим, отпустим и так далее, то потом можно будет подслушать диалог, в котором она говорит, как здорово она нас наебала. Так что...
Can't do that right now. Excuse me. Cloaking.
I'll crush them. Night night.
Cloaking.
И да, Миранда спокойно сидит с ядовитым ободом. Ну, так смешно.
I'll crush them.
Причем я, может быть, навру, но вроде бы, если ты реально вот в этом токсичном заполнишь шкалу прилично, так, но не до конца, и биотик, то твоя биотика реально будет бить больнее.
Going dark.
Fall and die. You better see me. Here we go. I'll crush them.
Задолбали своими хентайными воплями. И вы ханаров на них повесили, чтобы хоть какой-то реализм был этих воплей. Ну и миссию сразу бы сделалось интереснее проходить.
Understood. Now let's finish you off. They've seen us.
Deploying warfield! Going silent.
Easy enough.
Beautiful.
Good.
I'll crush them. They've got heat.
Lights out.
Now let's finish you off.
И нет, сюда невозможно перелезть.
They've seen us.
Mind over matter.
Да чтоб тебя.
Logan.
Here goes.
Летун. Помнится, я летун немножко в другой миссии обещал.
Now you see me.
This will put them down. I'll crush them.
В смысле она еще жива? Да стопни ты нахуй. Бесит. Оу. It's one way to say hello.
Going silent. Going dark. Heavy weapons, get down. Here we go. Good for you. Now you see me.
You're dead. This should scramble their systems.
Deploying warfield. There they are.
Оу. Я могу выдержать прямое попадание из ракеты. Это приятно.
Now let's finish you off.
Going silent.
On the floor.
Это приятно.
Well, it's official. Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc. I earned my uniform last night when I killed that ridiculous bolus. Up close, exploding rounds blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
Elnora was the killer. Good thing we took her out.
Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
Это да. Ну ладно, не совсем. Хотя, может быть, это просто одно без другого. А я не помню, честно. Я не каждый год на фильм прохожу, как-никак, а. Ну,
We've been spotted.
Через год.
Excuse me.
Точно летун будет.
Gunship overhead.
Easy enough.
Называется «Кидает цель».
You bet.
Вы там хоть что-то будете доставать?
Down you go. Running now. Affirmative.
Going dark.
Кого она, блин, там ударила? Косумин. Окей. Кинематографичненько.
This looks like a shipping manifest. It shows the Pitney 4 sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
Samara wasn't looking for this information, but at least it proves the Volus is a criminal.
I'm sure Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
We've got to keep moving.
О, да. И просто гвоздь этой миссии. Тот, кого по-настоящему стоило бы взять на эту миссию, которая нас ждет.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
You need help.
You need help. For you stand before the mightiest biotic ever. Yes, the Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying. But then I began to smell my greatness. They may laugh when I fall over, but they don't know what I know in my head. That I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me?
Are you part of Pitney 4's trade group?
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
He hasn't reported your disappearance. Probably so his departure won't get delayed.
Face it, Pitney will pick money over friends every time.
Bah! I will wreak a just revenge upon his people. But first, the leader of these mercenaries is in the next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
Shepard, having this incapacitated Volus running around our battlefield could compromise us.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
Charge.
An ill wind blows upon Wasea, captain of the Eclipse Sisters. After me!
Сейчас он всех разнесет.
Zero contacts!
Спасибо, Миранда. Ведь было так близко.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. First a Justicar shows up. Now you. At least I can take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass. Hostile!
Не то, чтобы она настолько опасна. Тут она не одна.
Shields have failed.
Самара на миссии, я считаю, один из лучших саундтреков. Потому что мелодия и динамичная, и разбавляется. И вообще классно. По-моему, у меня на постоянной прослушке только Самара и Талия по саундтрекам. Точно больше ничего. А не, вот еще. Здесь не протиснуться, волоса не найти. Он вот сюда куда-то улетел, но, как видите, тут ни хрена. Это на самом деле недоработочка.
That must be the ship Samara was looking for.
You want to head back to the police station and give her the name, or look around first?
Let's give her the name and keep moving.
Где этот жук?
Thank you for removing the Eclipse threat, Earth Clan. It will take them months to rebuild their organization. Also, merely out of curiosity, when you were poking about, did you perhaps run across a shipping manifest that belongs to me?
You never know when something like this might come in handy.
If it might change your mind, Earth, if you give it to the detective, her reward will be a pat on the back.
If you have something that'll encourage the Justicar to leave, show it to her.
I've got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You've fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine. I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
You're sworn to follow a code that dictates your decisions. But I'm running a military operation.
You wonder if I will refuse to follow orders because of my code?
I can't allow that to happen.
By agreeing to follow you, I am compelled to swear the most difficult of Justicar oaths, the third oath of subsumation. After I do, your orders will override the code. You should know, however, that I'll still give you my opinion if the situation warrants.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor. I'll see you aboard.
I must be sworn to your service so that I am never forced to choose between your orders and the code. By the code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
Отличное начало.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes. Shall we return to your ship?
I need to speak to the detective.
Thanks for getting Samara out of my district. I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar. And you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
This evidence names the murderer. Turns out basic police work isn't so hard. You just have to leave the station.
I'll keep that tip in mind. Now, what have you got there? Interesting. But I can't verify it. It would be inadmissible.
I vouch for Shepard, and any evidence he brings forward.
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. You're not big on the charm, but you get the job done, and I'm old enough to appreciate that. Never heard of this Elnora. Sounds like she was just starting her career. Good thing you cut it short. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
И последнее.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled in red sand and illegal weapons tech.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts. This is a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
А, что-то нам довыдали. Самый короткий отчет о выполнении задания, наверное. Потому что здесь, ну, нет пространства для маневра особо. Хотя могли бы написать, что Самара невероятно пафосно присягнула Шепарду, и теперь ее держит особая клятва, которая не даст ей там что-нибудь сделать. И это надежно, но мы будем все равно наблюдать за ней по мере продвижения к концу. Трудно, что ли, придумать что-нибудь такое пафосное, ну... Либо наши отказались переводить, а в английском, может, это даже и было. Я хрен знает. Когда-нибудь я пройду Mass Effect все-таки второй на английской. Третий на английском я не осилю. Слишком много читать.
Welcome to the Normandy, Samara. We've studied your profile extensively. With your skills, I think you'll be an excellent addition to our team.
Thank you. From an organization such as yours, that is high praise indeed.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're going to find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Put her in the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
Орден.
Still need to get to Tuchanka, Shepard. My students being held by Bloodpack.
Я помню.
I'll talk to you later,
We'll be here if you need me.
Да, вот если ты именно взялся за выполнение задания лояльности, то у них все диалоги пропадают, остается исключительно напоминалка, так сказать.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Мартин Бернс. Вы спасли меня от сумасшедших биотиков. Тоже из первой части привет. Ну и он пошел по полной программе. И воспользовался этой возможностью для благих целей. Праге. А, то, что мы устроили бум.
There is nothing more absolute than the oath of an Asari Justicar. You did well getting Samara on our side. She is so elegant and gorgeous. Too bad her manner is just so cold.
I didn't recruit her for her looks. The Normandy already has you, Kelly.
Oh, Shepard. I wish there were time to get to know you better.
О, Да ладно. Самара является триггером в ее романе. Я и точно не помню никакого... Или ужин в любом случае будет, но там не будет определенной раскладки. Ой, давайте поужинаем.
Why don't you join me in my cabin for a meal? It would give us the chance to talk.
That sounds wonderful. I've been hoping for some private time with you. Lead the way.
Погнали.
I haven't stayed up that late since my college days. I had a wonderful evening. Thank you, Shepard.
И все. Вот поэтому мне секретаршу в третьем Mass Effect больше понравилось романтить. Но, увы, она лесбиянка там. Поэтому опция ограничена. Но все равно, там персонаж как-то... Не знаю. Да, в принципе, они там все более общительные, чего уж там.
I noticed the fish tank up in your cabin. If you'd like, I could feed your fish while you're away.
О да, это, кстати, мелочь, но если реально у тебя есть рыбки, и ты не будешь заходить после каждой миссии кормить их, они будут дохнуть, и надо будет ходить заново их покупать. И Келли действительно с этим отлично спасает. А в третьей части можно купить дорогущий, дороже, чем многие комплекты брони, автоматическую кормушку рыбок, да. Вот такое вот кино. И при переносе сохранений из второй части в третью у тебя ведь аквариум этот остается. И если, сука, у тебя ты откажешь Келли, все рыбки сдохнут. А если нет, рыбки останутся. Вот такая вот петрушка.
I'd appreciate that, Kelly.
It's my pleasure. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Garrus received some news.
Garrus!
Maybe you should speak with him down in the main battery. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Обожаю это. Good luck out there. Удачи там, Шепард. Добро пожаловать, Шепард. Просто добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать отсюда, русская локализация Карны-Бабай. И ведь даже никакого нету фанатского фикса, вот что обидней. Я бы даже взялся, если бы я знал, как, что, куда, откуда.
So, Commander, even your Asari are trained killers? Get everyone at the same store or something?
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the one, I would never say anything against. I like Kasumi, but why do I feel like I need to check the Citadel for parts she may have pawned? It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Честно, раньше у Джокера лучше отрабатывала эта реплика. Теперь он зациклился, блин, на Миранде. Почему-то. Так, у Джейкоба и Мордина напоминалки. Гарус пообщаемся сейчас. И... к Джек надо заглянуть. Да и к Тейну, наверное, можно попробовать.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, you know, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
you can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do?
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles in the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations.
A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
Да, но еще лояльность твоя впереди как минимум. Причем Тейн один из немногих спутников, чью лояльность можно и не выполнить. Как минимум к этому еще относятся Тали, Самара, кто-то четвертый. Не Миранда, не Джек, не Джейкоб, Грюнт. Да, вроде Грюнта можно не выполнить лояльность. Надо постараться. Так, что у нас тут? Ах, да.
What's this area of the ship?
This is one of the ship's observation decks. They provide a sweeping outside view for off-duty personnel.
This room is a structural weakness. Any transparent material is weaker than our armor.
The elusive man predicted you would object. In combat, the observation rooms are sealed and depressurized. Sheets of ablative armor are extended to cover the windows.
Ну и поэтому тут вообще она была закрыта, эта комната, вот большую часть игры, да. Очень логично.
Shepard.
Do you have any suggestions about using some of the resources we've gathered?
I believe I can use some of them to increase our fuel reserves so we can explore further. Shall I tell you what is required?
Show me what it would take.
Это да, это вот чуть ли не самый хороший апгрейд для, ну... Ох, нулевого элемента это почти нету.
What are your impressions of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob is an earnest young man. Events will either forge him into a great man or utterly destroy him. Miranda is undoubtedly a hard woman. I respect her strength and determination. She carries many burdens and doesn't share them with others, as it should be.
О, да, сильная и независимая.
How do you think our mission is going?
Building our forces is a good strategy. However, the time to strike is coming soon.
How are you?
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
Не, с ней приятно пообщаться.
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
You don't want to know why the Collectors need to be fought?
When you live by a code that compels you to harsh action, you learn the dangers of curiosity. If I must kill a man because he has done wrong, do I really wish to know that he is a devoted father?
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs. You might say it is personal.
I need to know if this will impact the mission.
It will not.
What do you think of Cerberus?
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form my own impressions. There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Why were you willing to work for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
I work for you, Shepard. Our methods may be different, but our goals are not.
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
Так, ну, Гарус, Миранда, Джек. И, скорее всего, еще снова подъебут инженера нашего. Как же без этого, да?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Хотя я знаю, у нее сейчас будет этот повторяющийся диалог.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Always. I'm dealing with a few loose ends for Cerberus. We haven't had much free time lately. But I haven't forgotten our earlier discussion. I think we're crazy, but I haven't forgotten. Assuming you're still interested.
Oh, I'm definitely interested.
Glad to hear it. I'll be by the next time things are quiet.
Ну да, все. Это повторяющийся диалог, в ходе которого можно разве что отказаться.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonis, the one who betrayed my team? I found a lead on him.
Давно пора.
There's a specialist on the Citadel, name's Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonis was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sidonis betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
Как же без этого, старина? Самая большая проблема, что я теперь реально окружен миссиями лояльности, и я не знаю, за кого мне хвататься. Потому что лояльность Джейкоба нужно сделать, потому что это уровень пистолета. Лояльность Заида висит 100 лет как. Лояльность Мордина — это уровень технического умения. Лояльность Грюнта я смогу, конечно, в целом пережить.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. One time we were trying to clear out this gun nest outside a base on Vatar. Nothing we did even made a dent in that thing. Someone had the bright idea to kidnap a local girl, strap grenades on her, and make her go seduce the guy in the bunker. Terrible thing, I tell you. Well, she went up there, knocked on the door, and nothing. Grenades never went off. But the guy stopped shooting, and we snuck by. Never found out what happened.
Ну, и как-то ни конца, ни хрена. Но вообще, вроде таким промышляли всякие боевики в Афгане, не только.
You smoke, Shepard? Don't. That stuff will kill you. Knew a kid once, weapons dealer, probably half your age. Bastard smoked too close to a cache of explosives. Tossed a butt, blew himself sky high.
Ну это да. Это, конечно, оптимизм. Как там на какой-то заправке было написано? Не курите на заправке. Ваша жизнь ничего не стоит, но бензин пипец дорогой.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Нет? По поводу Самары никаких комментариев? Серьезно? Жалко. Ну и Джек.
Hey.
Tell me something I don't know about you.
Nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever. Something you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff, like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring? You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
Кстати, если заромансить ее, то как минимум она где-то там на 5-й точке сделает символику Альянса. И вроде бы потом еще одну. Если в 3-й части это развить.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Manara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed. And when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading. And I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
Ну, вроде больше ничего.
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? Are you eyeing me up? Because if this is just about sex, maybe you should just fucking say so.
Ну и вот этот момент, так сказать, истины.
I'm in no hurry. I want to know what makes you tick first.
You don't need to know someone to sleep with them. You just have to know where to put it. Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. Maybe not.
Поговорим, куда ты денешься. Так, ну все получается, да? Я разве что с Касуми не общался. Ну что ж, тогда за всем я с вами прощаюсь. Подозреваю, что в следующей серии рванем на тучанку. Всем спасибо, всем пока.